Welcome to another adventure in the Roll for Crit Playback series. Today, we're going to dive into the Uncharted the board game.
Yes, based on the hit video game franchise, Uncharted puts us in the shoes of Nathan Drake and his friends as we try to search for treasure and fight enemies and get victory points. I'm Jonathan Estes.
I'm Will Keeler, and this is Roll for Crit Playback.
I'm Nathan Drake over here, so I'm gonna go first, playing with my buddies Sully and Carl Schaefer.
Yep.
Classic.
Memorable Carl Schaefer.
One of the best characters in the game. I'm gonna run, so I'm gonna draw a card, because I feel like I just...
for me.
Oh no, that's rude. I never have enough cards in this game. And then I'm going to... Ooh, huh. Well, yeah.
Don't you love it when you have a plan, but then you draw and you're like, oh, wait.
I'm actually going to discard this drum, which I could have played for free, in order to play this Wes 44, which is a one-handed weapon that gives me 3 attack, but it's only one-time use.
I'm just going to follow your lead and chase you.
As Drake keeps running, running, and running, running, and running, running.
But I'm now going to search for
Okay.
my second action. Put one there.
Okay.
Huh. Play this card, and I will attack this guy, so he's gone.
Sniped my early kill. When this enemy appears, each player discards a card from his or her hand. Well,
Alright.
I'm so mad. I was gonna kill that guy, and you played a way better card too.
Not a cooperative game.
Not anymore, it's not. I'm gonna use this to search on this card. Each player with one or more markers there gets +1 attack.
Ooh.
So now I can use both of these. This gets discarded, but I defeat this guy.
You guys all got red cards.
I know.
I'm going to hurt myself to search this. I will then discard 2 cards to play the Furba.
The Furba.
Jonathan said it, therefore I'm not the only one. I can tap this to I can rest. What is it? Not
Whatever it is.
to stand something else.
Okay, got it. You're gonna like this.
Okay. Oh boy.
I'm gonna discard this 92 FS 9mm.
Okay, oh boy.
In order to play this 92
A
FS
cheaper
9mm, yeah.
I mean, that's still a good move.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna stand a card. I'm gonna stand this one. And I'm gonna search this, which really lets me get it. So we'll just put it
And draw a
there.
card.
You got a point?
Yep, I draw a card.
I love that. Goo-gow-amulet.
For now on, we're not actually reading the name of the cards. We're just telling you
How
what
to
they
say
look like.
amulet?
That says Thogchag.
Let me see that. Yep,
Oh, God.
Thogchag.
Dude,
It says
you
Thogchag.
can't say that on the show.
It's your turn. now.
Thogchag. Thank you very much. I pass.
There's no enemies, nobody attacks us. Stand all your cards.
I think it's in my interest to search on this, which scores it, and then I can stand. So everyone gets 2 points, and you guys don't get the bonus, really.
Right. Well, what was the... Oh, I
Stand
see.
a resting
Oh.
card, so...
Yeah, you're right. That's...
No, I saw that when you did that, I'm like, okay.
I did that mainly because Neil was in the lead, so I wanted to make sure he wasn't gonna get the 2.
So, now that appeared.
Hey, buddy.
His name is Enemy Soldier?
Yeah.
It's a pretty... Parents are pretty mean. I will do this, and I will do this, and I will take a health, and I'll put 2 there.
Whoa. Calm down.
It's pretty much, do you want
But
it
he's
on the
gonna get
ability?
the points, no matter what.
Yeah, pretty much you're deciding, do you want both of us to get the points or just Neil? Because it scores as soon as you hit 4, right? You don't get the chance to throw 2 on there.
No, yeah.
You're pretty much denying me 3 points.
Right. Which I mean is good.
But at the same time, saving a search for yourself if you want to search something else.
There's no good solution in this. It's just like how do you want to lose? I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna search on it.
All right. So Neil goes 1, 2, 3. Didn't think you were gonna double search. I'm impressed.
Yeah, I know.
I thought you each were gonna. I'm throwing 1 on there. I'm like, I guess I'm closing it.
Well, because you would have gotten 3 points, and I was like, well, I should probably get in on this.
I'm going to play another run.
Nice. Nice.
I too. Play another run.
That's a good free one because you start with one, so you feel like I don't want to spend cards on it, but it's so nice to have an extra draw.
Yeah, man. I would attack me.
I wish I had.
Would you attack me? I'd attack me.
Is that from?
Well, I'm gonna draw first.
Signs of the Lands? Okay. What are we gonna do about the soldier? Because I'm betting that
He's gonna kill it.
I'm gonna kill it.
Oh, that's right. That's why you put that. Yeah.
I don't like this. This isn't fair. You got third player advantage. So, ready for this? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna spend this this pistol to play another one of these. I swear I shuffled these.
So are those all permanents now?
Yeah, I'm pretty much a killing machine right now.
I'm gonna use this to stand this and use it to search on that.
You're gonna
I'm gonna
first again.
Yeah, zip line. Take a damage.
The zip line really hurts your hands. You'd think that after a while, like, I don't know, he'd use gloves or something?
No, he's Nathan Drake. He can.
Well, it looks like he's got like something between his
He's holding the gun. It's what he always does. He holds the pistol, and I'm pretty sure that wouldn't work.
But it's the coolest way to do it.
Oh, it is the coolest.
Now, for those of you unfamiliar with the Uncharted series, it is a series that has appeared on the PlayStation systems, which involves the character Nathan Drake on his, if you haven't noticed, Adventures of Gathering Treasure, in which he's usually accompanied by Sully, but comes across usually some bad guys with guns who aren't so nice.
Basically, Indiana Jones, but a little bit different, and it's one of our favorite video game series.
Right. The 4th series, which I believe is actually the last one.
So they say for now.
So they say, is the just released like a month ago, I think?
Something like that, yeah.
This game did release, though, I think right around when the 3rd one came out.
Right.
So you will probably, it's mostly going to be probably 1 and 2, but you will see some imagery of 3. I think we argued the cover was 3.
Yes, but when I play it, I don't recognize much past really 1 or 2,
Well,
but maybe I just don't remember.
I mean, this isn't a commentary on the game, but I know for me, I feel 2 and 3 are very similar, mostly because the way I distinguish them is by the architecture of the artifact and stuff. And the first one is more Mexican, or not Mexican, well, Aztec. While the second and really third two are both like the Nepal region, I feel.
Right. Well, anyway,
But
so this game.
We digress. Let's go back to the game.
Is based on that game. So how does that video game series translate to a board game?
It doesn't. Well, he's
We're
from
done
me,
here.
but I don't think that's a bad thing. Like, they didn't make a bad game.
What you're saying is it doesn't really feel like the experience of playing Uncharted.
Yes, because you can sort of get the thematic things we've mentioned multiple times. Playing the Uncharted video game is much more of, I'd say, an adventure exploration, finding things, climbing, and, jumping and shooting.
More like I would say maybe the Secrets of the Lost Tomb game that we've played is a little more along the lines of if you were really trying to capture the feeling of that, some kind of thing where you're actually moving. And I mean, this is a card game. That's something else we should talk about. It's called Uncharted the board game. That's really a misnomer.
It has a board.
It has a board. It's a playmat. I mean, there's no figures. There's no pawns. It's a card game. But it is pretty, I mean, for a licensed game, which usually you don't expect much, this is pretty strong, I feel. And we've played it a handful of times.
I'm actually think one of the reasons why I think it does work in sort of a weird way, I don't know if it counts as ironic.
Okay.
It's because they didn't try to shoehorn in, like, gather the treasure. Like, honestly, you could reskin this as some other stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
But because of even just the little appearances, we still enjoy it. And, even though it makes no sense why, because I have 3 yellows and 2 greens, that solely now gets to search more or something.
Right, and why are these guys competing anyway, and why are they... But there are those little touches, like the one character who comes back to life does have an immortality power.
Right.
And, the weapon, all the objects are things from the game.
Nathan's diary.
Right.
Because they actually stopped the bullet in the game, therefore it makes sense. That
Right, stuff like that. So there are those little pieces of flavor if you know to look for them, but at the same time, you certainly don't need to have any familiarity with the game. I think it's
so. Let's actually talk about the game then itself.
Yeah.
If the theme isn't what this game is like really bringing to the table, does the mechanics of the game support it?
Yeah, and I think they do, and I think this is actually a pretty unique and interesting game. It doesn't really pigeonhole itself into any. It's not really a deck builder. It's this kind of interesting combo.
I actually
thing.
think the game, in a weird way, what I compare it to the most is a game that shares no mechanics with it. Actually,
I love it.
Is King of Tokyo, because in the end, the way the game works is you either win by victory points, or you're the last man standing.
Right.
In both of them.
Right.
So because of it, even though strategically, I'm either buying cards, rolling dice that are completely different, in the end, I'm thinking the same way. Is it better for me to try to find a way to knock you out of the game, or is it better for me to just go for the victory points?
And there's a lot of different ways that you can do both of those things along the way. And a lot depends on what cards you draw. Like we found out this time, you weren't getting very many attack cards, so you
Well, the thing is,
to go
I didn't
the
get
other
them
way.
until after you guys already were full on attack.
Right.
And because my guy didn't need red, I'm like, there's no reason for me to. Which I think is another thing. Choosing the characters could also. But I think overall, this probably, while you did say it depends on how you draw, it's random, I think there still is a bit more strategy to it. So if you don't like the fact with King of Tokyo with the dice rolling, I know some people, that's their biggest gripe with that usually. This game might fulfill just that extra bit of strategy you need to still have the randomness to bring maybe a much more casual player to it.
All right, so first, I'm going to finish that. Search it.
So you get 2 points.
Yes, and I get the first draw.
Yes.
You'll get this one.
Thank you.
First, I'm going to play Drake's Diary.
Okay.
It's free. It's for defense. I feel like everybody always has that card when we play this game. Then I'm really thinking about scoring that one up there, and then seeing what happens. So let's do that. So I'm gonna search on this one. So I get 2 points, and you get to do 2 damage to someone. Or no, you get to do 1, and I get to do 2 damage. Can I split them up? No.
Yes, you can. You choose
you're
different
right.
players. But you choose yours first.
Right. The obvious choice is Neil because he's in the lead. I'll do 1 to each of you.
I'm gonna hit Neil.
For 2?
Yep.
No, for 1. Just for 1.
I'll discard a card
All right. For no reason?
to do this.
Oh, you're using the yellow ability.
Yep.
Okay. Nobody ever uses those. Huh. That is a good one. And I'm gonna search on this. Score it. Both of us get a point. 1 step closer to Neil. Alright. The real reason that I did that is because I was hoping an enemy would come out that I could attack.
I actually realized, I'm like, no enemy.
Where will you put it? Where will you search? Will you search for the 9 jewel ring? Will you search for the copper? The font is really hard to read.
Alright, I'll put it here.
Alright, well that makes my turn easy. I'm just gonna pass.
And let me guess, you're gonna put a search thing there?
Yeah, it's too good to not put
So
have
Neil
that.
gets a point. This is interesting. I didn't think that was gonna happen. Like that score, I'm like, I'm gonna have to try to score it next round. I'm like, oh crud, everyone's doing it for me.
The Tibetan Flint Lighter. Gain a victory point for each green card in your play area. Oh, so if you win that, you get 5 points potentially.
Interesting.
He's gonna try to score that before any of us can put anything on it.
Pretty much, yeah, that's the plan.
I kind of hope you. I just don't want Neil to be on it.
I'm gonna discard 2 then to play horse riding. I'm gonna draw a card.
He's taking multiple turns in a row because we all passed.
Yes, pretty much. And from there, I will pass. So, everyone stands their stuff. Since I'm at 7 life at the beginning of the round, I put a search token down.
Okay. Yeah, he gets it.
I'm gonna search that. So I gain 5 points.
Wow, he can beat it. He has 9 because he's at 4 life or less. We need to kill Neil. It's the only way. Oh, it's another Thogchag.
But this one, you can't lose any life. Well, if you have a search marker on it, you can't lose life.
We're scoring that.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's also ready to recover life. All he has to do is put 1 more on that.
I've been kind of waiting because I want to use this still. I want to use these powers.
we could score it just to spite him, so you can.
Yeah, you could.
Oh man.
You could score it to spite me by giving me more health.
I will heal you. No.
And I'm going to use it to move any search marker from one treasure to another.
Oh. Oh.
So we each get a point.
I feel like I need to start killing you guys.
Well, there you go.
Oh, at least I got something.
Deal 1 damage to each player.
Then deal 1 more damage to the player with the most victory points.
Wait, when this enemy appears, deal 1
You
damage.
take 2 damage.
Oh.
Whoa. You might want to be careful.
If I rest this, I can place a marker and I'll place it on here. So I cannot lose any life.
Okay.
Because
Good
seriously-
plan.
Yeah.
Hey. Oh, there's our boss. No, it's not the
That's
boss.
not a boss, that's a guardian.
Oh.
He looks scary.
Yeah, he's scary enough to be a boss, and he also hits for 2.
I'm gonna draw another card. Go ahead, Neil.
I'm going to draw 2 cards. Don't worry about it. I have my reasons.
A lot of people drawing cards right now. My turn?
What was that?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Maybe. I don't know.
I already passed.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Great, okay. So, for my first action,
Oh boy.
I'm gonna stand this.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna move this, we'll put it here.
Oh no.
And that's why I kept these 2.
That's true.
Another Gallon guy comes out, so
Uh-oh.
everyone take a damage.
Uh-oh.
And then whoever's in first take another damage.
Oh no.
So am I out?
You're dead.
Ah,
Actually,
Wow.
dang.
And now these guys are going to be hitting for 4.
Can I show you what I was trying to be able to play?
Sure.
Can I show you guys?
Sure.
I was gonna try to play this eventually, so I'd get 2 victory points every time I killed a guy.
Wow.
And look at that.
Yeah.
I would have been invincible.
Yeah. Too
I
bad
would have
you
had 9
weren't.
attack every
Too
time.
bad you weren't invincible.
Yeah.
Damn. That's rough. I guess we'll just...
Well, no, you should leave it to see where I'm. Like at the end of the game, you can see where I was.
Alright, we'll put it there. I'm going to play 5 cards, discard them,
okay.
to play the grenade launcher.
Okay.
I'm gonna get rid of this. So, each time I defeat a target with this, I get to deal damage to each other player, or in this case, the other player.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go for the tank because it's the biggest, baddest thing there is. So
let's see.
So total before we do, so I have
11.
plus because I'm at 4 health, I got an
Okay.
extra 2.
So
13. So it's a 9 right now.
okay.
So what is it gonna be? Hey!
Space.
Nothing. Okay.
So you get. And I'm not gonna take any damage from that.
That's correct. You're on the invincibility artifact.
Yep.
If I'm dead, these aren't still. Sorry, Willie. These aren't still activated.
No, just
You're done. I'm sorry. Keep looking for loopholes though. I like it. I like the ingenuity.
I'm gonna take a damage. Put a search marker there. Then I'm gonna discard this card. Put a search marker there. Then I will pass. I block a total of 4 damage.
I do as well.
All
Things
right.
aren't looking good for old Nathan Drake. Why, Sully? Why? Actually, Sully's really not doing anything to me.
Yeah, I haven't done anything.
it's this guardian. That tank though was nothing.
Oh, you got a grenade launcher.
Yeah.
And the last card.
Ooh, the Ottoman ring. I can pronounce this one.
All right.
You can pronounce Guardian?
That says LaGuardian.
And for my other one, I'm going to attack this guy.
Okay.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I kill him.
Okay.
I get 2 points and draw this. Go ahead.
So I hit him for 11. Actually, it doesn't matter.
I'm gonna block the grenade damage
Okay.
because you know a diary.
Since you don't need it for anything else, because that's the only enemy left. So I get 3 points, which puts us even right now.
Use this
Look at my wrist.
to put a thing there, and I'm gonna hurt myself 1 to put another one there.
Okay. My turn. Okay. I think this is futile. I think I put my eggs in the wrong basket.
I think you should have gone here, honestly.
And then I might as well hurt myself to do it again.
All right,
There's no way I can do it. I lost.
my go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tempt you to score that, so I get 2 points.
It wouldn't have mattered either way. Well, technically the game is not over, but
Yeah.
it's over. Because I have no way of searching anything else, so unless I can score one of those. I mean, I guess I would have won if I had just done what you did and gone for that.
No, that's why. Well, that's why I did that. I'm like, that's the one won't be a tiebreaker.
Because in my head,
Well,
I wasn't thinking far enough ahead.
Because this was one of our earliest games.
Yeah, I bought this a long time ago because I love
Uncharted.
Uncharted. And no, I think you're right, especially like in choosing which items do I search on. Do I want to score that now, or do I want to wait and see if somebody else puts something on there to score it? Should I play this card, or should I save it to use it to spend for another card instead? There are a lot of choices that you get to make.
And what I
every
really
turn.
like rule-wise is the fact that even if you don't get the points, you get the ability, which makes it
Right, for the artifacts.
Well, what it does is I think it really allows what's considered probably one of the strongest strategies in all gaming, and in fact in anything, the tick for tack,
Okay.
in which since I help you, you help me.
Yeah.
So it doesn't just, if I see Neil put 2 things on there, like, I can't score that anymore, there's no reason for me to go on there. There could be like, oh, I can draw a card.
Right.
Which
yeah.
I think is nice. It lets you feel good for losing, in essence. You
Yeah.
still get, and in a lot of cases, I would say, definitely plenty of times after, especially near the end, when it was you and me, that became almost important sometimes.
Right. Very important.
Especially imagining if near the end there was something that dealt damage. Like this game ended with Jonathan and me, and I won by points. But you had like 1 life, if I recall.
Yeah, I was.
If
very
there was
close to
something
dying.
there that did damage,
Right.
you would that would actually make it so A, if I got one thing on there, it'd probably hurt you or something. Or B, I would have to be like, I need that ability, not the points. Which I think is really good.
Yeah, I think we both found that in general, although this game proved the opposite point, that lots of different strategies are possible. Killing enemies gets you these special action cards, which are really powerful. That's usually, especially early on, like you want those.
Yes.
They're really strong. So that's usually always where I go. And the thing I find about this game that's interesting, I think, is that it's very rare. Maybe it's not rare, but you don't get to draw every turn. You have to do actions to draw. Sometimes you even have to hurt yourself. So usually you're only drawing between 1 and 3 times per round, assuming you
Right.
pass early. So you really have to be conservative. And sometimes you get a card that costs 5 or 6. Like you might never really have a chance to play that.
I think
It can
another
be
interesting thing.
punishing.
Thinking of some other games, usually, like, we'll go with King of Tokyo again.
Okay.
Let's say you hurt me, let's say for whatever damage. Now I'm like, okay, my goal is always to try to get max life, so I can take more hits. In this, for example, I'm like, I have an ability that triggers as long as I have 7 or less life, which is really good. Really good. I'm like, so there becomes a balancing act with your life, too.
Yes, it's kind of like, I'm trying to think of another example, but
I think there have been more, but I think that's
where like, yeah, you
another
don't
good-
like being too high is bad, being too low is really bad. Well, too high isn't bad.
It's
but,
like okay, but there's the sweet spot. And
right,
your
you're
goal
trying
is,
to keep yourself in there. Those player abilities definitely add another layer, and they have an option where you don't play with them. I would say for anyone who's familiar with games, you won't have a problem. You could jump.
And not only that, I think you'd be ruining a lot from the game. For me, a lot of the fun is being like, I have 3 yellow, 2 greens that get this ability trigger, and my life thing triggers. Like,
Yeah.
I know, like, it'd just be boring almost.
I guess my one big gripe with this game is the way the rules are set up, and also the way that all the cards have the same back, but they all go in different piles, and especially every time I'm setting up and putting away, it can be just a little. I wish it was a little less messy to do that. But that doesn't really affect the game. It's outside of it. And the other thing, I do wish it's a great game as it is, especially for a licensed game. But I feel like if there was, I don't know what it would be, but if they added just one more wrinkle,
Well, yeah, the thing for me,
it could be great.
I almost feel bad about it, and I think it's out of print now, unfortunately.
Well, I think you can get it, but not everywhere.
Yeah.
Look online. There's places.
But the way I see the game is, it's like it would be that perfect game. Like, we've had the base, we've played it, and this partly is because we've played it a lot more. It'd be like, this is something you want an expansion for or something.
I think it'd be perfect. Like, something, they already have player abilities, but yeah, it is, because it is a little. It does, even though it goes beyond most licensed games, it still kind of feels like it's trapped in that zone of, we couldn't quite reach the heights of a typical board game publisher.
To be honest, considering what it is, I think it does
Yeah,
a lot better and is still a fun game. I think we enjoy it every time it hits the table.
I agree. I guess I'd also say the card stock could be a little better. That's another gripe. But yeah, overall it is. If you like Uncharted, I mean, really, if you love Uncharted, you should get it, because, like we said, it's not really going to give you, unless you really love just seeing Uncharted stuff, you're not going to get that thrill of jumping on a train and shooting people.
Yeah, but even so, I still
think a little bit it's there, a little bit.
I still think it's fun.
Yeah.
And you will probably, if you are a big enough fan, I know you are. When you draw certain cards, you'll be like, oh yeah,
right.
Like certain things will. The small tip of the hat. It's not the full-on, you're not getting your Arkham Horror jumping into the world of Uncharted.
Right.
But you still get a fun game. You got Nathan Drake, and you still run a lot.
A lot of running, a lot of zip lining, a lot of stuff like that. Yeah, very interesting game. I'd say it's pretty unique for a licensed game. Check it out. Look it up. I think you can get it on Amazon. Otherwise,
yeah.
Hope you enjoyed watching the video. If you want to let us know how you feel about Uncharted, maybe you played it, maybe you have some thoughts about how it compares, or what might that wrinkle be that they might add in an expansion that will never happen, I don't think.
Comment down below.
Yes, comment right here, or send us an email, rollforcrit@gmail.com.
And of course, this isn't our only video. You'll be doing a how to play soon for this, depending on when this airs.
It'll be up right now.
As well as other playback episodes. All of them can be found not only on this YouTube channel, but rollforcrit.com, where we sell a lot of board games, we post a lot of news articles, and make a lot more videos.
It's the best. It's really good. So check that out, and go play some Uncharted, and happy video game week.
But for now, I'm Will Keeler.
I'm Jonathan Estes. This has been Roll for Crit Playback.
Yeah, the blimp scene is all Uncharted 3.
Yeah.
You mean the cargo scene? That's not blimp.
He's falling out of a blimp.
I thought that was just right. No, that's cargo plane.
Don't we fall out of a blimp?
I don't think there was.
I
haven't played them
so.
so.
I don't know. Oh, baby mama, go to the Bahamas. Get yourself some llamas.